The city tells me they lose about 17% of the water they produce through leaks of various kinds in the system. An Oakland County water official says it's way more than that. Either way, it's a lot of water going down the drain, and you're about to see a case where the city was very slow to respond. Like so many streets in Detroit, this block of Hartwell is a mixed bag. Nice homes with well-kept yards and a growing number of vacant eyesores. Folks have learned to live with a blight. Sometimes they pitch in to mow the vacant lots to make their street look a little better. But this, they decided, is just too much.
The water's been spewing since about the middle of June.
2 months ago, a metal scavenger stole the spigot off the side of this house, and the water's been running ever since, 24/7. It's an H2O, my God.
My neighbors, they've been calling in, but nothing has happened.
Finally, Eric Fenton went to the water department and reported it in person. A few days later, a big blue truck pulled up.
They stuck that pole down in the ground, which is the wrench, to cut that switch off, the valve off, rather. And that was it. When they couldn't cut it off, they put it back in the truck, went on.
So they turned to the Channel 7 investigators for help, and I dialed up the water department. The neighbors say it's been going on for 2 months. Will a nudge from the investigators get this fixed? You'll see in a minute. Right now, the big picture. Nobody has an exact number, but there are a lot of vacant houses in Detroit with water running. Thanks to the real estate bust and a high demand for scrap metal, people are walking away from homes without notifying the water department. Scrappers move in, steal the pipes, and leave the water running.
That's almost like a way of life around here for some people. Any kitchens that got fairly new cabinets and stuff in it, that house get empty, that's gone.
And when the water is left running like this, we all pay. It's called leakage, and the loss is spread out among everyone in the city and the suburbs.
That's quite a fountain.
We showed the Hartwell leak to John McCullough, director of the Oakland County Water Resources Commission. He says Detroit claims a 17% leakage rate.
I think it's closer to 30%, and of course the challenge is the ratepayers are paying for that water to be treated, and now it is not only being lost, but it is now going in the sewer system and is being treated again.
The investigators pulled out a stopwatch to see how long this leak would take to fill a gallon jug. 15 seconds exactly. That's 4 gallons a minute. 4 gallons a minute over 2 months comes to 345,600 gallons, enough to fill an Olympic swimming pool more than halfway.
Texas is undergoing one of the worst droughts on record.
It's so bad in Texas that lakes are drying up. While in Detroit, hundreds of thousands of gallons are going down the drain from one leaking house. And that brings us back to that call to the city. I'm just wondering if there's something we can do to get this shut off. An hour and a half later, a crew showed up. They dug a hole, turned off a valve, and voila, 14865 Hartwell is dry once again. One of the guys that fixed the leak out here told me the city has a long list of vacant houses that are leaking. I asked the spokesman for the department how many houses are on that list, why it took them so long to fix this leak, and who dropped the ball when they came out here left without doing anything. That was 24 hours ago. We still don't have a response. There's more work to do on this one. The investigators will stay on the case. Scott Lewis, Channel 7 Action News.